Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, Tugumiso Studios. Today we'll be talking about someone who introduced a certain genre in music that is still popular and active today. But before we continue, please make sure you subscribe, comment and share, and then most importantly, you press on the notification button to get notification anytime we create an informative content like this.
All for you, it all for you. All for you, it all for you. I dey wait you, Papa. I dey wait you, Mommy. I dey wait you, Papa. Oh. All for you, all for you, it all for you.
Also known as the King of Highlife. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the life and legacy of this pioneer.
I dey wait you, Papa. Oh. All for you, all for you.
Emmanuel Tete Mensah, his full name, but shortened for E.T. Mensah, also known as the King of Highlife. He was born on May 31st, 1919 in Accra, Gold Coast, now Ghana. His main occupations are musician, a composer and a band leader. The genre of music he did were highlife, jazz, and Afro-Cuban. The instruments he loved to play are the saxophone, the trumpet, and the vocals. E.T. Mensah, being a Ghanaian musician, a band leader, and a composer, widely recognized as the King of Highlife for his role in shaping and popularizing the highlife music genre across West Africa, Africa, and the world at large. E.T. Mensah developed an interest in music at a very young age and learned to play the flute, the piccolo, and the saxophone. He started performing in the Accra Orchestra as a teenager before forming his own group, the Tempos Band and Highlife Music. In 1947, he became the leader of the Tempos, a band that blended traditional African rhythms with jazz, swing, calypso, and Afro-Cuban sounds. The Tempos helped define highlife music, which became the dominant genre in Ghana, Nigeria, and other West African countries. His music was lively, danceable, and culturally rich, often celebrating love, daily life, and independence movements. In 1957, E.T. Mensah performed for Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, during the country's Independence Day celebration. He collaborated with international artists including Louis Armstrong when the jazz legend toured Africa. His influence extended beyond Ghana, inspiring musicians in Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and beyond. E.T. Mensah remained an icon of African music until his passing in 1996. His highlife rhythms influenced later genres such as afrobeat and highlife, leaving a lasting impact on African music. He is still celebrated as the King of Highlife and a pioneer of modern African music. E.T. Mensah recorded numerous singles and albums, many of which remain classics in highlife music. Some of his best-known collections include All For You, Day by Day, E.T. Mensah and the Tempos, the King of Highlife Anthology. Many of his records were released on Decca and other African labels. Some are still available on digital platforms today. E.T. Mensah helped shape highlife music blending African rhythms with jazz, calypso, and swing, as earlier said. His songs were a symbol of Ghanaian culture and spread hip life beyond Ghana to Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and beyond. Artists like Rex Lawson and Bobby Benson were heavily inspired by him. Modern afrobeat artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, and hip-life artists like Reggie Rockstone credit Highlife as a major foundation. His fusion of traditional African beats with Western styles set the stage for modern Afrofusion music. His song, Ghana Freedom, celebrated Ghana's independence in 1957 and became an anthem of pride. He performed for Kwame Nkrumah and other African leaders. His music captured the spirit of Africa. Known as the King of Highlife, his music is still played today. In 2011, a tribute album titled E.T. Mensah and the Temples, the King of Highlife Anthology, was released as earlier said. His songs are sampled and covered by modern artists. E.T. Mensah influenced Nigerian musicians, as said, such as Fela Kuti, Bobby Benson, and the rest. In 1950s and 60s, E.T. Mensah toured Nigeria frequently, spreading the Highlife sounds. His collaborations with Nigerian musicians helped solidify Highlife as the dominant genre in West Africa before Afrobeat emerged. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, E.T. Mensah has a great influence back then in African music, blending African rhythms with foreign music to emerge or come up with the Highlife genre. We are enjoying Afrobeat, hip life, and the rest of genres in Africa today because E.T. Mensah set the stage. We celebrate E.T. Mensah today, especially that Ghana is celebrating her 68th Independence Day. The legend still lives on as his music is being played across Africa and even the world.
Mezi mempensio, mezi mempensie kura. Mezi mempensio, mezi mempensie kura. Azi oye wudao, onya